Hello my friends, Takuya here, and welcome back to a Hearts of Iron 4 video. My friends, you absolutely blew up the last video that I did on Iraq, and I promised that if we got 5,000 likes on that video, then I would start doing achievement runs. Well, here we freaking are. Now, there are many different achievements in this game, but the one that I want to go for here today is something that is not included in, well, any of these countries, or at least it's going to be here once the next DLC arrives, but that is going to be some of the stuff for Finland. Now, you're probably looking at me and you're wondering, Stack, why would you do this right now? Why? Because Finland is already getting a focus tree in the next DLC, so why are you doing this now? Pride. Well, that, and because with the new focus tree, that means you can't quite cheese things in the exact same way as you currently can for Finland. With the primary achievement of Finland being Finish Him, which is when you beat the Soviet Union without joining any kind of alliance. So you can't join with the Allies, you can't join the Axis, you can't join any of it, you're on your own. With the only bonus that you have of Finland being that you have some ridiculously strong effects in your own country, but simultaneously you don't really have much population because it's Finland. But what if, my friends, we were able to completely change that? What if Finland effectively had an unlimited manpower army, something that it could recruit infinitely from and be able to conquer the entire Soviet Union? Call this an exploit, call it whatever you will, but my friends, we're about to break the game. So here we go, Iron Man, historical AI on, let's go ahead and get this going. Finland, 1936, a fairly substantial army that we have right here. Yeah, we don't need that. Get rid of that entirely. Now, Stack, why would you get rid of your entire military? Why would you do that from the very beginning of the game? Well, I'll show you guys. Just shut up and listen. Research-wise, of course, we got to get the classic stuff out of the way. For our factories, of which we were able to use 4, we're going to go ahead and get a military factory, slap it over here on the island, and then from there, we're going to need some roads. Just build some stuff up because we're going to need this stuff for future development here. Military industry-wise, we only have 3 military factories, so we're going to slap our extra one here on guns just to be able to produce as much of that as we can, and 1 on convoys because we are going to need a decent amount of convoys for all the equipment that we are going to be utilizing. And finally, that brings us to our focus tree, the generic one with nothing special to it whatsoever. Now, here's how it is that we're going to cheese things here from the very beginning. First thing that you're going to do is you're going to go over here to political effort, which is going to give us 120 political power once it's done. You're going to do this and literally nothing else. And I'll show you what I mean. Fast forward a bit of time, we have a Navy here, but the Navy doesn't really matter, and we have a surplus of guns and weapons, but don't worry, that will all be disappearing very rapidly. Soon, my friend, soon you will be mine. Now, as soon as that goes incomplete, you're going to get 120 political power. That means we have a decent amount here, and political advisor, fascist demagogue. This is going to give us some ticking fascism. Now, here's the thing, guys, stay with me on this. Don't choose a focus. We're not going to choose a focus because every day that you do not choose a focus, that means you're going to get additional political power. With that additional political power, we can go over here and we can start preparing for a civil war. Wait a little bit longer, even if that means that we're going to be missing out on some days for a focus, it doesn't really matter. We get to 25 and expand civil support. This is going to reduce our stability by 3% every single week, and we're going to lose political power, but it's going to increase fascism, and more importantly, it's going to get us below that threshold that we need of 50% for stability to start a civil war. And there it is. Now, as soon as we have 50 political power, 23rd of April, 1936, this is what you should be seeing every single time. We can go ahead and start our civil war, of which that means that no one has any divisions whatsoever. We have no divisions. They only have some mills. There really isn't anything that can be done. And since they have no military factories to produce any equipment, they only have what we got from the very beginning of the game, which split our guns in 2. That means we can go over here and spam out 6 divisions in rapid order. Now you think, okay, we're going to choose a political focus now, right? Because we were able to do that really quickly, right? No, we're not. We're still not going to do anything. You're going to leave this here for a while because we're going to need that later. But with these 6 cavalry units that we're going to be building up here, as soon as they get to 20% in terms of training, we're going to spawn them out, and then we're going to be able to utilize those here rapidly. There it is, 20%. Now we can go ahead and start spawning these out in all these individual locations. I like to spawn one here. Click this, you send it over to the next spot. We'll spawn one here, and then spawn the rest of them just up here in the north to be able to sweep through. Just anything to try and finish off things as quickly as possible. The reason why you want to divide all these as you do is because it makes it a lot easier to process. And then that way, once you get the 6 out, you can go ahead, slap them into an army. Doesn't really matter. Can we play the game here and see if we can get a good guy? Career officer and old guard. Ah, damn it. That's not a good combo. Okay, try again. Maybe another one. This guy is blank. I think I'd prefer to take him over the one that has less experience gain, which sucks. And yeah, another old guard. That's bad luck. That's bad luck, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'll just promote one of these guys anyway into a field marshal just because it's cheaper. It doesn't matter. Now, wait a few hours. Once we have that, now we can start snaking our way through. If you snake your way up, go through all this, we will be able to seize all this territory and send them down through here. Boom, boom, boom. Wrap around. Send them over here. In fact, actually, this guy should go here and wrap around. At some point, they're going to spawn a whole bunch of their troops in, but they're not really going to have much in the way of infantry to be able to do anything. So we're just going to be able to put this on 4-speed and watch the magic happen. But as soon as you get 48 political power, which should take another day, boom, there we go. Immediately go over here and start justifying on Denmark. And we are going to still, again, guys, still not choose a focus. Now, see, there they go. They spawn their 3 divisions in rapid order right there. As soon as we move in, they're probably going to send their troops up. All right, we're not going to have them attack. We're going to hold them out here. This is fine. And the reason it's fine is because we are now moving in to take every single thing in this country. The longer that we can hold out here, the better. As for the rest of our troops, they're just sweeping through the country here. And this war is, it's going to be over momentarily. It really is. Yep, see, there we go. Finland annexed. That gets us, unfortunately, we don't get any of the guns, which sucks that we don't get any of that. But at the very least, we get the support equipment and, well, actually, we did get some of the guns. Only 169 of them. That's pretty weak. Okay, well, it's whatever. It's whatever. We got what it is that we needed. Now we take these troops, go ahead and slap them down here in Helsinki, and boom, there you go. We have it. There's the Civil War. June 1936, that's done. But still, no focus. And the reason why we're not going to choose a focus is because we need that political power to be able to justify on the Netherlands as soon as possible, which requires, how much did that require? 35 more? Yes, it's like a total of 75 or something is what's necessary, or 72. As soon as you have that, go ahead and do it, and then you can start choosing focuses. All right, there we go. Netherlands, justify on Friesland, don't care. It's going to take us 365 days, which is a lot, but there's a very key reason why you want to do this now. And I'm going to kind of explain the strategy so you'll see what it is that I mean. And all right, before I forget, I need to go ahead and start actually choosing a focus now, because now we're actually able to do that. And for the lot of you wondering, Stack, why the hell are you justifying on the Netherlands? Why are you doing this? Well, I'm going to show you. Don't worry. In order to be able to do any of the things that we're talking about in the first place, it's important to go ahead and get transport ships done. So we will need to get that researched rapidly. And simultaneously, I'm going to need 4 regular divisions here. Just something that actually has a little bit more staying power than the cavalry that we are currently utilizing. But with the collectivist ethos, that means that we can now start beelining down here. Now, what we're going to do here is 2 focuses, because we are going to be way behind industry-wise here for a while. So, nationalism focus, which is going to give us some boost in fascism. And then secondly, militarism, because we want that reduction in damage to garrisons, army experience, and also 5% recruitable population. So we're going to beeline down to that before we do anything industry-wise. And put basically everything on guns, because that's largely what we're going to be needing here. So as soon as this completes, that's going to give us some very valuable guns. League of Nations embargo resolution. Well, it's the right thing to embargo Italy. We don't really give a shit. At the very least, this is going to help us stability-wise. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Sorry, Italy. I don't think I can sell you any more Finnish saunas. Are you sweating yet, Mussolini? Are you sweating? Okay, we're going to have about 60 days here. What are we looking at here troop-wise? We have, well, a decent amount. We're not going to be able to flesh all of this out, but it's okay. We'll be able to build up enough of it in time, I think, once we finally get there. It is more important that we get these troops trained up and prepared, so that's precisely what we're doing. We have transport done, and oh, shoot, before I forget, I cannot forget to do that. Go ahead and select these troops. Naval invasion order, and have them prepare to go after Denmark. Yes. Yep, this is the thing that we're going to need to do. Once you have the naval invasion prepared, then we'll actually be able to prepare our strike over here. This is, it's going to finish earlier than I wanted. I didn't time that right, but it's okay. It's okay. Join the pact, go over here to our navy, combine all this into one because it doesn't matter. Get ourselves a commander. Again, doesn't matter. And settle ourselves up here for the invasion. Wonderful. Now, with 150 political power, that means civilian economy. We can immediately go over to war economy, which is definitely something that is going to help us here production-wise. Yep, see, there is the justification. That is done. I didn't quite time this the best. I should have had some of these trained up, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll go ahead and stop the training, have them prepare. Yeah, I should still be able to do this anyway. Instead of military youth, go over here to get industrial effort. Let's start getting that production going rapidly, because let's see, these guys, I want to wait until I have enough equipment to be able to launch that strike, because it's still going to take 13 days. In the meantime, we have just managed to barely catch up with our equipment, which at least is something. We can go over here, division, design ourselves a new division. We're going to create an empty one, and I'm going to go with create a little thing, cavalry. We're going to want that because we're going to need something to be able to garrison the areas that we're going after, and that's precisely what we're going to be doing. So cavalry, and then local police force. Yep. We don't really have much to work with, so you got to do whatever you can in the beginning. It's a really desperate little bit. And there we go. Invasion ready. Denmark, dead. Let's do this. Immediately, they try to engage us, which they do here with some submarines, but our Navy, I think, is going to be able to hold out. And since it makes it through, that means we've invaded some of these little parts here. And quick, let's go. Move in on the attack. Move in on the attack. Support them as much as we can. If we do this quickly enough, we will be able to break through no problem, and that is precisely what we plan on doing. There we go. Getting close, and boom, make it. Copenhagen falls, and with Copenhagen, that means we seize all the equipment, which is fantastic. With the fall of Denmark, that means we're going to get around 1,000 equipment, which is very valuable. We need that from the very beginning. Support equipment and some other stuff, which I mean is decent. That's all decent. The big thing that we need to do is we need to seize all of Denmark because we don't want to give Germany any ideas. And then simultaneously, we need to go over here and also take their entire navy. Very valuable stuff. We're going to need that. And with Denmark having fallen, that means we can now set ourselves up with another naval invasion. So if you look over here, logistics-wise, we have a decent amount of equipment, which is good. But that equipment is going to rapidly start disappearing here as we flush out our troops. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these divisions, and I'm going to switch one of these divisions over with the basic infantry thing that we were already using. This is all that we're going to be able to do to try and strengthen ourselves a little bit. The next thing is that we're going to have to select each one of these individual soldiers, click naval invasion. We're going to prepare naval invasion, and we're going to prepare it in a part of, well, the Netherlands, as I already showed here before. We're going to create a whole bunch of these. And there we go. With all those different orders set up, that means that, yeah, we got a lot of plans to be able to launch things, which it's going to still take a while. We're going to need to build up as much of a surplus as we possibly can here in this time. How much time do we have left here? We have 115 days. Okay, it's going to take a while. But in the meantime, we can take that whole navy here that we kind of just stole earlier and combine that with what we currently have in order to create a super fleet. And with that, let's go ahead and train all these soldiers up so that they'll actually be somewhat decent in a fight. And with industrial effort done, now we're going to be able to start beelining down our industry. Now, there's a couple things that we could do. First and foremost, the normal protocol is to beeline down here to get extra research because, you know, you want your extra research slot to be able to get more stuff done. But another thing that we could do, at least in the beginning, which is going to be very valuable because we're going to need to produce a bunch of it, is we want to get probably 1 or 2 things here of armament effort done just to get some extra mills because we need to produce as much equipment as possible because we're going to have the manpower. But Stack, where's this manpower coming from? Well, I'll show you. Just shut up. And we got like, what, 25 days? Are we there yet? Will we be able to get that? We're not going to get that one. We will get this one. It's fine. We're starting to run out of steel, so we're going to buy from the Germans. Make them nice and happy with us. That's some nice stuff. Yes, yes, yes. All right, stop our training. Yeah, we didn't get them fully trained, but this is going to be done in like 7 days, so that doesn't really matter at this point. Where is our navy? We didn't put that out. Okay, make sure that we actually have a naval invasion set up here in the first place to be able to do anything. That's pretty important. And now with 5 things on guns, we can start producing some artillery and get this going. Yes, 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 yes. But my friends, the fun is about to begin. You ready for this? Justification done. Declare war. Let's go and have some freaking fun, my friends. Now, this is the make or break moment. If you fail in this invasion, you're going to have to start over for the strategy. It's just one of the things that happens. And I'm hoping on this first try here that I'm going to be able to do this because all 10 are launching and let's get this going. The Netherlands usually has a whole bunch of troops lined up on here, but they can't cover everything along their entire coast. So if we can move fast enough, we will be able to break through. Yep. See some of the difficulty right here from the beginning. Frustrating. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me in. We need to take one of these ports. Take Amsterdam, Utrecht, Arnhem. Just try and sweep in through as much as possible. And we want that because as soon as we take the capital, they already have the thing that reduces their war score, that thing. So if we can just sweep in here and take as many cities as we possibly can. There we go. As soon as Utrecht falls, potentially this should be it. And there we go. There we go. Okay, wonderful. There's no way that you will really be able to take on the entire Dutch military as it is, which sounds really weird to say from the very beginning, but keep in mind from the start, they have like way worse support. Their surrender limit is pretty low, so you can take it out. This is going to give us a supply of trains. You're going to get some equipment, some really valuable stuff that we're going to want. Yes, which is awesome. And we're going to seize all the Netherlands as well as their navy. Again, very valuable. And most importantly of all, we are going to puppet the East Indies. We're going to puppet that, and simultaneously, I think I'm going to go over here. I actually don't want to take Curaçao. I don't want to take that, and I don't want to take Suriname. Because if we puppet these, then what that means is that they're going to be able to build up their own kind of equipment from doing their own basic focus tree. So that's way more valuable than anything else that we could do. In the meantime, we just seize literally everything else And boom, that's done. And my friends, July 14th, 1937, we did it. And this is precisely why you have to do this. A lot of people in the beginning may be wondering, well, why would you do that? Why would you go and not choose a focus tree for the longest time? Because if you don't store up the political power to start justifying on the Netherlands immediately, by the time that your justification finishes or get close to, it will already be past this date, which means that the Japanese will declare war on China, thus causing world tension to spike, and the UK will start guaranteeing everything. But with this, you do it. And with that done from the beginning, we get some more military factories that we can utilize, which is fun. That's awesome. Okay, slap that on some anti-air to be able to produce some stuff and more support equipment. We're gonna need a decent amount of that here production-wise. And really, this is a pretty good start here overall for an industry. But the most important thing about all of this is that we can go over here to recruit and deploy. And even though we have barely any manpower whatsoever, you know who does have a lot of manpower? Our little puppet over here with the Finnish East Indies, which is possibly one of the most cursed things I think I've ever seen. But with that, they have a infantry template that we will be able to utilize in order to flesh out all of our armies. Because by recruiting from this, as I think I've shown in previous videos, all that manpower that this utilizes doesn't matter because the East Indies has an available manpower pool of 893,000 on volunteer only in comparison to our measly 54,000 that we have here now. You can get 20 times your manpower simply by producing your own equipment and then giving it to a bunch of Indonesians to fight in Finland. That's right, my friends. We're creating the Tropical Ice Force. So in fact, right now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go over here to the Finnish East Indies. I'm going to copy over this infantry template too, and we're just going to rename this. We're going to rename this to the Tropical Sauna that every Soviet soldier is going to love experiencing or die trying. A lot of them are going to die trying. And one of the best parts about all this is that we get to steal the entirety of the Dutch Navy. So we take all of that and now boom, the Dutch have a grand navy of 46 vessels from the start. Oh, hello, cat. Did you come to say hello? Hi. There are two things in this world that I cannot stand. People who are intolerant of other people's cats and the Dutch. Maybe I actually should not have released her name. I completely forgot that this gets huge accesses to oil, or not oil, aluminum. Probably would have wanted that. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We didn't need to worry about that. It's okay. They also have oil. Frick. Okay, so, you know, maybe if you do this, don't do that because then that's going to give up access to all of your oil, which is a very crucial little thing to have in the first place. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're prioritizing the production of other equipment. We don't need other things. Don't worry about it because with armament effort 2, that means we can start going down construction effort and get ourselves some civilian factories. We are going to need those in as large of a quantity as possible, especially since I just gave up the resources that I would need to not only fuel my own industry, but then simultaneously trade away to the Germans for stuff. Okay. It's fine. While we have the time, we might as well improve worker conditions. Anything we can do in order to get our stability a little bit back, that's it's going to be pretty valuable. We're going to need that because this is basically our industry for a while. Like everything that we're going to be able to do. Let's see, we have 100 more political power, so next thing that we should probably do over here is get ourselves an air guy, just because we're going to want to be able to generate as much air experience as possible. It's going to be incredibly valuable for us. And the reason for that is because as soon as we get 15, what was it, 15? I can't even remember. What was it? Army, Air Force, Spirit Command. There it was, Industry Liaisons, 50. Yeah, we need that 15% bonus just to be able to research stuff a little bit faster, because we're going to be pretty behind tech-wise in comparison to a lot of things around us. As it happens when you don't do a focus in the beginning and don't build an industry. And now with our decent supply of infantry equipment that we're building up, and over time we are just going to build up a larger and larger surplus, what we are going to go ahead and do is instead of immediately recruiting tropical sauna units, we are going to spam out as many of these basic bitch cavalry templates as we can. Because this only uses some basic infantry, that is it. It doesn't really matter. It's the one that we already have a bunch of. About 50 should do. 50 should be relatively fine. Go ahead and get ourselves some trucks. We're going to need a whole bunch of that. That's going to be pretty valuable. And finally, start getting ourselves a little bit of an air force because, again, we're going to need that along with everything else that we've been developing and trying to get here the entire time. Finland lacks quite a bit here, guys. That's all I'm saying is they lack quite a bit. But we have just under 2 years to prepare for the Soviets to come to us, so we're going to need to take as much preparation as humanly possible. Let's see, 55 air experience. That means officer corps. Go over here, get ourselves the industry liaisons, and we'll be able to research stuff faster. That should help that out. Then, as soon as I get 150 more political power, we'll go ahead and get the Air Force Force guy to research stuff even faster past that. So a plus 30% bonus should help us out. Here we go. The Cavalry Template 1. 50 of these beautiful boys. Yeah. Now, a number of you may be wondering, Stack, why the hell did you spawn out 50 Suith cavalry divisions? Those things suck. They won't be able to fight at all. Yeah, they're not going to. See, here's the plan. We're going to trick the Soviets, right? They're going to think that they're going to come up against a guy sitting on a horse. But, as it turns out, it was secretly 18 Indonesian men smacked into a costume. Because if I go to the stack of 13, select one of these, and then just go, hey, why don't you become a tropical sauna unit? Then all of a sudden, it's going to use some of the infantry equipment that I have in my stockpile, it's going to use some of the support equipment, but more importantly, it's going to not use my manpower. No, I'm going to get that 50 manpower back. No. That's all going to become manpower of Indonesia. Ah, you see where we're going? And see, boom, 6 free units, just like that, tropical sauna. Oh, shoot, wait, I forgot. Oh, great. I hadn't hit my thing to get extra research. Don't do that. Ah, God, this is Iron Man. Damn it, I forgot to check. I was so busy monologuing that I forgot to actually fight, and I lost a week. That's great. Here we go with extra research. That means next one after this, construction effort 2, because we're still gonna want some civilian factories, and we're gonna need that for construction to be able to build anything, mind you, here. But overall, so far, 16 mils from the beginning as Finland is pretty decent, especially since that's only going to go up as our puppets build more stuff. There we go, interwar airframe. That means basic small airframe, get that done. And this is, we got some good bonuses. We can research all this stuff pretty fast. As soon as we have basic airframe, that means we're actually going to be able to do some decent, well, not decent, it's basic airframe. What am I even saying? I'm just rambling at this point. All right, but the important thing is that as we get more infantry equipment and more gear, we can go over here and convert more to the tropical sauna. There we go with construction effort 2. That means armament effort 3, and we have fully then fleshed out our military industry, I guess. It's October 1938, so we're getting somewhat close here. We're gonna need to start preparing for when shit really does go and hit the fan. Okay, and with armament effort 3 done, it is December 1938. We have 1 year to prepare for everything to really happen. So first things first, army effort, then followed by equipment effort, so we can get ourselves some bonuses for research. Go ahead and get that done, because we are going to need to produce as much as humanly possible here. With heavy machine guns done, that means we can go over here and start producing a basic plane, something that is just going to be able to support us. Take our stuff slightly off of guns so that we can start prioritizing more of this for the airframe. And honestly, I really should have not given up my whole thing for the Indies. Oh, God damn it. Okay, well, it's fine. You know, we'll buy from one of the Indies. That's all we'll do. We'll buy from one of these and one of these. Yeah, we won't have to buy any more except for the 2 that we're getting here. And that's basically an unlimited amount until everything goes to crap. So it's fine. Okay. And boom, there we go. Okay. There's 12 more divisions. That means we have 25 in total here, right? That are all part of the new tropical sauna, which means we have a grand... Actually, it's not even going to show us for having all this manpower out in the field, but we're going to have a lot of divisions. This is like 250,000 worth, I think. Because yeah, look, 9,500, basically 10,000 per one. That's 250,000, which is more than what we should have as a basic available manpower anyway, with still so much to spare. All right, there's equipment effort 2, which means now doctrine effort. Let's go ahead and start getting ourselves boosted up here doctrine-wise so that we'll actually be able to defend ourselves. There's a Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Okay, all that is happening. Everything is getting ready to go to shit. And here is the final step of our plan. We're going to go ahead and build a supply hub right here on this little province right here. That's going to be nice and helpful for us. Make sure that we have our fleet in the Baltic set to strike force so that we can't be attacked from the rear, and get as many of these divisions trained up as we possibly can. Now, the problem with building a supply hub is that it says it's going to take until March of 1940, and I can't afford for things to take that long. I simply can't. So we're going to go ahead and reorganize the railway system to boost that by a good 300%, which is going to be very valuable, because once that's done, that means October 7th, 1939, we'll have that done. And the next step on here, instead of getting the doctrine effort 2, we're going to go down here and beeline our way to ideological fanaticism, because this is going to give us an additional 10% attack and defense in our core territory. And guess what? As Finland, we already get plus 20% to both of that, meaning that is going to be plus 30% attack and defense. There goes Poland refusing the German ultimatum, so everything is about to go to shit, and get ready, my friends. The war is about to begin. German docking rights? Sure, of course you can have docking rights, Germany. Why wouldn't you? But yes, here is the supply hub. Okay, with us having the supply hub built, which is awesome, that means next step on here, we're going to start building some anti-air, just to get our defensive bonuses going even further. Simultaneously, we're going to start training up a motorized division, and you'll see why we're doing this. It's going to be a very cheeky, stupid little thing that we're going to do here. And also, improve worker conditions. The more stability that we can get, the better. And here it goes. November 14, 1939, the Soviets are starting to justify on us. That means that everything is about to hit the fan, proverbially and shit-wise. Yes. So here's what we're going to do. We've managed to get 13, 25, 37 divisions out so far here that are all part of the tropical sauna. We have 165 days before anything happens or until the Soviets get that event that allows them to attack us. So what we're going to go ahead and do after dividing all of our units is start slapping these onto the front line. Except we're not going to build a front line over here. No, my friends, instead what we are going to do is we're going to create a fallback line and we are going to run it all the way down where we have supplies to be able to defend ourselves. Excellent. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to modify this division because honestly, the tropical sauna, while decent, is not necessarily everything that we want. The recon is going to be important here defensive wise, so that's fine. But we are going to need engineers and we're going to need support artillery and definitely support anti-air. We're going to need all that to be able to defend ourselves because otherwise it's they'll still fall. And we've been building so much equipment this entire time that we're actually able to supply all of it, which is beautiful. We'll go ahead and do that, set these guys to train back up again, and, well, we'll start preparing. Simultaneously, I did just get logistics company. I can do that. Considering where we're fighting in Finland, it's honestly probably a smart thing. You know, can I afford it right now? I don't know if I can afford it. Support equipment. I might be able to, actually. Let's see. Is it going to do it? Ooh, actually, we are just at that threshold. But it is going to be helpful because that is going to reduce our supply use, which isn't necessarily insane for infantry, but it is going to be useful where we are. Do I want to waste it? Do I want it? Sure, fine. Those bonuses are only going to get stronger. We might as well. We might as well. Screw it. I'll do it. There's paramilitarism, which means ideological fanaticism. Get ourselves those bonuses. German interest in Scandinavia, which, okay, this is the reason why we didn't puppet Denmark in the beginning. A number of people think that the strategy of puppeting Denmark works, but I've seen it too many times where you puppet Denmark and that means Germany gets a war goal on you and uses it to attack you. So if you join the Axis, it's not a problem, but it is a problem if you, want to get that achievement. And see, this is why we started building up an air force from the beginning. We already have 200 planes. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. We have an actual air force here. Oh, God. These are, attritioning. It's not great. That is not great. If I motorize this slightly, does that help? Yes, that does help. But I am going to need more trucks. So we're going to need to boost a whole bunch of these. Reduce one off a gun, slap that on here. That should be fine. That should be fine. Ideological fanaticism, done. Excellent. With that being finished, that means we can go over here to Doctrine Effort 2. Go ahead and get that done. And our special division, the Donut Boys, is finally finished. Now you may be wondering, Stack, why did you call these the Donut Boys? Well, because it's just a very simple motorized division. That's all that it is. This is literally a motorized division with, you know, two units of motorized artillery in it. The only thing about it is that it's fast, and really that's why we got it, is because we need it for something zippy to do donuts around the enemies in. You'll see what I mean. This is going to be very special. Oh, yes! Finally a brilliant strategist. Lucky. Yes, I had really bad luck rolling for generals this time, but at least I did get these. Okay. And since we have some army experience now, we can finally actually use it. Really, you could go down mass assault, but there's no reason to because like there's a whole strategy for mass assault Finland where you're going, you know, democratic or unaligned, but you don't need that because we don't need to get the 5%, you know, population bonus. We've been recruiting all the Indonesians the entire time, so who cares? Superior firepower, just increase all of our base stats, make them much stronger. And really, that's all that matters. Once we get integrated support and regimental combat teams, our units are going to be so much stronger. I mean, look at this. Tropical sauna, base attack so much higher than it was when it first started out here. And with the second level of logistics, that means our supply use dropped from 0.85 to 0.67, which is much stronger. So we can keep more of these units on the front line and actually supplied. And here it is, April 1940. The Soviets demand Karelia. Citing the need to create a security buffer for Leningrad, officials for the Soviet Union have asked for a revision of our borders. They want us to cede Karelia to them, and judging by the buildup of Soviet forces along our border, they will not take no for an answer, so how do we respond? Let them come if they dare. With Doctrine Effort 2, that means we can go down here to regimental combat teams, more organization for our troops, and there it is, Tropical Sauna, nice and powerful, nice and strong. They're going to be able to hold here basically indefinitely. So I guess might as well get some equipment, just more strength, more stuff. The Winter War. Now here it is, my friends, check this out. From all the bonuses that we've been able to stack so far, the biggest weakness that Finland has is its manpower, but it gets a lot of bonuses to its strength. This is an additional 3% recruitable population, minus 10% winter attrition, and division defense on core territory plus 10%. That is much more powerful. But when you add that for everything that we did, that means we have what? 10% here, another 20% here for defense. Plus, I think the other bonuses that we've stacked, we have like plus 40% to our defense and plus 30 offense to offense. 30 offense. God damn, why can't I speak? which means now that they've started to attack us, we have our Air Force up already preparing to defend the homeland, and they started to strike, which look at this. Look at these stats. Look at how much damage we are doing to them. Holy crap, they're not going to be able to break through us. We have plus 25% for experience, 21% entrenchment, 25% terrain, plus 50% bonus for our country, and plus, well, the 3% commander doesn't even matter, but it will matter over time. So while we can go ahead and do this, let's go ahead and get Officer Corps to build ourselves up and let them move in as quickly as they want. Genuinely, it does not matter what they do here, and the funny thing is they may try to get naval superiority. It's not going to work. We have 54% naval superiority because we actually managed to seize all of the navies here, so they can't even naval invade behind us. Even though they outnumber us plane-wise, our planes are higher quality, which means we can shoot them down and murder their air force, and we're going to be able to disrupt the majority of their stuff, so they can't really do much damage to us logistic-wise. And that's the important thing. And look, we have even more in here. Even more planes up, air superiority-wise. They aren't actually going to be able to stop us here. We are going to murder their air force as much as we possibly can here. Request Swedish assistance? Sure, they should contribute. Why not? And in the meantime, we're building up some radar so I can actually see what the hell is going on around me. Swedish rejects the request. Really? You're not going to help me. You're not going to help little old me. Hey, there we go. There we go. We may have lost 2 convoys, but it doesn't matter. We're going to try to murder as much of the Soviet Navy here as we possibly can. Oh my God, these troops got eviscerated. Okay, well, it's fine. We just needed to defend the island as a just in case. The Soviet submarines are pretty brutal, not gonna lie. But it's okay. It's okay. Just let them come in, let them pour in through my country, and try and get through as much of this as they can. It's not gonna work. Because we are currently destroying their air force. Oh my God. All right, screw it. These guys are not necessarily doing much here. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. There we go. Go and eliminate the Soviet Navy. Take out as many of these guys here as you possibly can. That's what we want to see. Did you genuinely launch a naval... You actively tried to launch a naval invasion here. Really? When I had all of it? Really? Oh, great. Now I'm actually losing naval supremacy here. Okay, well, that might be a little bit of a problem. That might be a little bit of a problem. We may need to actually start developing a navy here in order to be able to protect ourselves. But it's okay, because at least I am still continuously murdering the air force of my opponents. Oh, shoot. I am losing a lot of convoys here. That's actually not good. Shoot, we're gonna need to develop that here a little bit. Otherwise, I will actually run out here as we hurt our trade. Oh my God, in the middle of an Iron Man game, my mouse just died. Okay. Oh, and I can still produce more. I can still produce even more planes. We're outnumbered. We are murdering them. We are murdering the Soviet Air Force. By the time the Germans invade them, they're literally going to have nothing. God, they can't do any bombing. They can't do anything. We're just eviscerating them. Holy crap. That's beautiful. Yes, Romania, you can supply your sailors in Finland. Yeah. In the meantime, we're just building all this up. Amazingly enough, we're not really causing all that many casualties because I firmly expected that they were going to throw themselves at me, and they haven't done so, which is surprising. And I am literally out of convoys. Yeah, because they've been murdering them the entire time. That's great. It's great. I love losing all of my convoys. Well, we'll just have to pump out as many things as we possibly can into convoys to produce as many of them as we can, because that's all I can really do. And since I need convoys for all that trade, naval production focus as Finland. Yes. January 1941, Finland holds strong and the Soviets still aren't freaking moving. I'm losing more convoys. Okay, well, the naval plan at first was pretty good. But I did end up losing a large amount of my ships, to be fair. I'm now trading away almost all of my resources here for fuel. Yeah, this is, it's not gonna work out. All right, you know what? It's time to start having some fun with it. The Donut Division is on the roll. I guess they're seriously not going to attack me over here. Seriously? You seriously went and launched a naval invasion on me? Right there. Of all things. Soviets. Really? Yeah, there we go. That drove them away. That was so stupid. You pay attention for not all of 5 minutes, and then everything goes to shit. Hey, Leningrad. What a great thing to see you here. What a great thing. Yeah, we're pretty much going to be doing this here for a while. For whatever reason, the Soviets just are not willing to throw themselves at me. I know. Shocker. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do instead is wait and see if they throw any more troops onto Leningrad and just continuously murder everything that shows up. You know, just that old cheeky strategy. Yeah, I'm losing all of my oil now. Great. Yeah, we're kind of running out of... I'm trying to produce as many convoys as I can, all right? I can't stop the Soviet submarines. The fall of Paris in April of 1941. Now? Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot. Hold up. Yeah, because I own the Netherlands. So they probably didn't have as easy of access. Okay. My bad. Really? Soviets, you would go and do this again? Really? We're just gonna have to keep on doing this now, aren't we? Yeah, even as you pour troops into here. Yep, just keep on murdering. It's been a year. How many have we killed? We've lost 31,000, but it hasn't really been our people, to be fair. And we've killed 225,000. Honestly, it's pretty decent here, but not the kind of numbers that I was hoping to have. How do I not have air superiority over this already? I have been murdering their air force the entire freaking time, man. Oh, damn it. No, I misclicked. Okay, well, you know, I guess the Leningrad bank is expired here. It's fine. You know, that's another 100,000. I'd say that's pretty decent, all things considered, of what we've been able to take out so far from the freaking Soviets. So there's the fall of Leningrad then. And there goes the German Reich declaring on the Soviets. Hey, okay. That means all these units? That means that all these units have been building up the entire time here. We have a whole other thing of cavalry that will be able to potentially spawn out here. As long as we get enough production going on support equipment, I think we're gonna need a whole bunch more of that. If we do so, we'll be fine, because now at this point with the Germans in here, and it's not our ally, all right? We're not doing anything. We aren't in the Axis. We're not a part of any faction, all right? Let's get all these troops to the front line over here and start preparing for a little bit of fun then now, shall we? Because now, since I've been murdering all their units, the Germans should just be able to walk into them, because they're not gonna have an air force at all. Oh, but there goes Japan after the Philippines. And with them going after the Philippines, that means that I'm probably gonna end up getting attacked. And non-aggression? Yes, a non-aggression pact with Germany. I will definitely still accept that. Yes, that is something I'll definitely still do. Just surround and wipe out as many of these Soviet units as we can. Perfect. There we go. Surround and destroy. Wait, what is this? Not enough manpower. What do you mean? No, I'm running out of infantry equipment. Shit, I forgot about that. I need that for my garrisons. Okay. That could be a little bit of a problem. All right, screw it. Here's what we're gonna do. All right. We're gonna create a complete separate thing, and we're gonna redeploy all of you, because I can't lose more of you right now as it stands. We just need to resupply all of this, and you all will be part of a dedicated southern push. Okay. All right. We'll do that. We'll do that. Come on. Yes, surround. Yes, the Germans are pushing through. We got this. Wait, aluminum trade finished. No! What do you mean lack of civilian factories? I'm doing fine. They will require 131,000 manpower of us. No. You're not raising your level here, all right? Oh, well, actually, no. They're doing a lot of fighting. It kind of makes sense. Okay, well, we're going to switch from naval production, because we don't no longer need that, to suppress our subjects. We're going to need to do that because, well, they're going to be doing a lot of fighting and dying, and I can't have them rebelling against me. The fall of Moscow. Wait, no, I didn't do that. Hold up. But this is going so quick. Oh my God. Oh, by the Finns resisting out here. This is just beautiful, man. Okay, I have no oil. I have no manpower. I have no nothing. We are running out of everything, but don't worry. It's perfectly fine because I said so. All right, the Soviet divisions look like they're significantly weaker now. Now I think it's finally time that we can boost ourselves up here and get ready to roll. Let's roll all up and down the front. Oh my God, we are just tearing through their entire line. They have nothing on the front line here that can hold us. I'm still running out of infantry equipment. Okay. Maybe this was a little bit of a problem. All right, maybe I shouldn't have tried to focus on fighting Russia in freaking Finland. Yes, surround us for even more. Wonderful. How I'm missing a lot of guns. Okay, this is a problem. This is a major problem, I think. I don't even have the things to build a naval base. That's great. Like, no, seriously, I don't have the industry. None of that is going to work here at all. I should actually withdraw all of my forces from this line. All right, they're trying to hold out, but they're running still steadily out of supplies. I still don't have the ability to do anything. Oh my God. Yes, okay, I'm fine. Oh my God, am I actually running? I'm actually running out of manpower because I have to supply some of these troops myself with my own forces. Great. How many have I lost so far? 205,000. Beautiful. There we go. Just come on. Just keep on slaughtering all the little. I can't speak. My mind is going numb. The fall of Baku. Okay, that one is done. If we can just sweep through the Caucasus and take all this. No. So Soviets, when did you do this to me? Fall of Rome. Really? No. We can't have this now. Australia, calm the fuck down and stop trying to take out the Colosseum. Just because the entirety of your continent is a gladiatorial combat arena does not mean that you get to spread to Rome. We're fighting in the Urals. Please, can we please just finish this already? Oh my God, there it goes. There it goes. Hey, oh my God, we did it. We did it. Holy crap. We finished the Soviet Union. We actually defeated them. And there it is, my friend. There it is. Finland reigns supreme. The Soviets have completely been wiped out. In fact, wait, hold on. Did I not get I didn't join a faction, right? I'm not in the fascists. I'm not, right? I should, where's my achievement? Where's my achievement? Where's my achievement? I defeated the Soviet Union. Why am I not getting this? What is, hold on. Am I missing something? Am I supposed to like control Moscow or something? There's no requirement that says that. I'm deleting all of my units so that I have some control over this. What the fuck, man? Is it because I don't have Moscow? Hold on, I gotta look this up. You need to hold Moscow after the peace conference. Are you shitting me? I do all this, but because I didn't choose to own Moscow, or I didn't take Moscow first, it doesn't count. Are you kidding? I've been doing this for 5 hours, and now I'm at war with Japan. Son of a bitch! Screw you, Paradox. Screw you. I do everything that you require. Either way, you all see how the strategy works. I don't know if this whole thing is bugged or something. It's just, it's not giving me the thing. I obviously have it. Iron Man, everything on here is on. I did it. All right. I beat the Soviets. I didn't without joining a faction. Okay. It's over. It's done. Whatever. I don't care. Goodbye, everyone.